The new Monk might just be the strongest card ever released in Clash Royale history. Costing only 4 elixir, this new champion is incredibly tanky with more health than a Golden Knight, an ability called Pensive Protection that lasts 4 seconds and reduces all incoming damage by a whopping 80%. While at the same time reflecting any projectiles back at the opponent. And I mean any projectile. Whether it's a boulder rock, sparky blast, or even a rocket, it goes directly back to the opponent. Even things like Goblin Barrel and Barbarian Barrel can be reflected, and the spawning units become your own. This card is a beast. The 80% damage reduction alone can buy you some valuable time, tanking immense amounts of damage, and a well-timed deflection can turn the tides of battle. And he also has the unique 3-stage attack, with the 3rd attack dealing massive damage and knocking units back, providing extra utility. Here is a small sneak peek at some of the cool interactions you can pull off with this card. Curse a Mother Witch with her own curse to turn herself into a pig. Deflect a Barbarian Barrel for a free Barbarian. Push a Golem to your Cane Tower with that 3rd attack knockback. I mean, that one you do take some damage with it, but it's still pretty cool. Force a Magic Archer to destroy itself while also damaging your opponent's tower. Force an Expo to self-destruct. And that one right there alone already makes this one of my favorite cards in the entire game. Now, one note here is that the ability will only reflect things that are technically a projectile. So things like an Infernal Beam, Tesla, Electro Dragon, or Electro Wizard attack are technically not a projectile and will not get reflected, but the ability can still be very useful just to tank that damage. And if your opponent's tower is getting close to destruction, you can literally spam the Monk at the bridge, instantly activate the ability for some basically guaranteed tower damage. Now here are the stats of a max level Monk compared to the rest of the champions, and he unlocks at the brand new Silent Sanctuary Arena at 6,500 trophies. Now, I want to share with you one of my first battles ever with the Monk with my good friend Cashman, as we both explored this new card for one of the first times ever.
Bing,
bam, bong. Okay, I was gonna say bam, but let's go. Wallbreakers over here right now.
Bam.
What do you got for this? Monk?
Easy.
The Monk take care of that?
No, even better.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Place. But let's see how it does against the Expo.
Let's see this. Ready? And pop, 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 pop. I mean,
oh,
that's weird.
Oh.
So it takes, the Monk technically takes damage from the projectile, then heals it up immediately.
Wait, the Monk takes damage and then just heals?
Well, because the health bar was going, the health bar was going down and up again, so that was weird.
Whoa. How does this work? What's this gonna look like?
Well, bam.
I love this little patty cake.
I know.
No, his health bar just glows. I don't think it actually changes. I think it's just like the health bar has like a little animation showing it's deflecting. I guess this is the first time we've ever had deflect damage, right?
Maybe. Because I was wondering, because I'm like, what if it's at 1 HP and then it dies before it can heal it up again? I don't know.
Wait. What happens if you deflect a Mother Witch? Does that, can you turn a
Can you curse the Mother Witch into a piggy of her own creation?
Yeah. Could you?
Ooh, let's try it out. Let's try it out. Give me your Monk. Get the freak out of here. First of all, one of these.
Yeah.
And bam.
Okay. Expo, I'm calling it right now. If Monk is dead, meta, Expo is gone. Wait. No. That's not too bad. That actually wasn't as bad as I expected.
Now,
so then pop the ability. It doesn't work against physical attack though. So
correct.
It still gets hit in the face.
But the Magic Archer, the counterattack, basically destroys my own units. That is insane.
Oh,
I see what you did here.
Yeah. Expo with Sparky. Who saw that coming?
So here's my question now. If you arrows a Monk, and the arrows has a much wider radius than the Monk's ability is, what happens to the units that are on the outskirts of the radius? Do they get damaged, or does it deflect the entire arrows back?
Yeah, wouldn't you just activate?
So many questions. I'm not even knowing.
If I arrowed a Monk, where do the arrows go?
Okay, I'm gonna go Mother Witch right now. Give me your Monk. Let's see if we can curse her. Let's see if we can curse her own.
Gotcha. Monk at the bridge. I don't know why I did that.
Okay, now go ability.
So, ability, curse.
It might not be enough.
It does curse, though.
She's cursed. Yeah. Oh, there you go. See? You get a piggy.
So,
okay, now I'm going to win. All right.
The amount of range units that get countered by the Monk
is everything.
Fully countered?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think every single...
It's literally everything.
There's got to be one, right?
Wow. Ooh. Shoot Sparky. Ready? Shoot Sparky. Oh, yes, let's go.
That's pretty satisfying.
You did it.
That's pretty sick. Oh, no. It's all right. I deserve to lose. I'm using Expo.
What did you think of that? Come on. Lock on. Dude, it's
yeah, fully counters.
It does, yeah.
Fully counters Magic Archer. There's got to be one, like Executioner doesn't deal that much damage, and it has a lot of health. So Executioner's probably fine. Ice Wizard's probably fine. So does that mean Ice?
What do you got for that?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Ooh. I mean, you tap the screen, and that's what you.
I got to do more things
that's how you play.
with my hands.
Yeah.
Fireball coming in. Can you counter it?
I can't.
You got to be quicker than
look
that.
at this. Ready? Watch this. It's gonna hit the tower. Bop. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Automatic 1,000 damage.
Yeah, I mean, well, I wouldn't say 1,000. So I'd say like 200.
No, I think that was I mean 100. That's one less zero. So
ready?
Like, pop the ability.
It went to my. Did you see that? The arrows went to my tower.
Wait, did it? I didn't even notice it.
Oh, it's hilarious, dude.
Oh, so even like Tesla would get slapped.
Yeah, that's it. Ready? Watch it. Ready? Ability here. Wait.
No, it's.
Why is the Tesla not attacking itself?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Did you see that?
Buildings? It doesn't work against buildings then?
Is it because it's not a projectile? Like the cannon shoots a projectile, it's just cannonball.
Oh.
The lightning is just like, it's not really technically. Yeah.
So does that mean Electro Giant
Wizard
as well?
What about Electro Wizard?
Giant. Oh yeah, Electro Wizard would be the exact same.
I'm confused because it's not technically a projectile, right?
More questions than answers.
I'm so confused right now, Clash Royale. But anyways.
The ability. Oh, if you're good. Oh, okay.
It's too late. There's a substantial delay with the monk, so.
No, it is. The fact that you can get consistent damage every single time.
Wait, ready?
For one elixir.
Okay, ready? There we go. See? Boom. Well, thank you for letting me win.
It's like letting you win.
You won't beat me. I'll beat myself.
I'll do it myself. I did not expect it to be like a small little fireball that he shoots back. It's kind of cute. I didn't realize that.
So, Mr. Cashman, what do you think? Monk, overrated or underrated?
I'm gonna go with it's underrated.
Okay.
That card, the fact that you can get 100 damage for one elixir every single time you play it is insane.
Yeah,
it's broken. And then not only that, the card itself seems really strong. And we didn't even scratch the surface of that combo stun pushback move.
Yeah.
Because there's probably a lot of weird interactions. I think Monk is going to be the best card in Clash Royale ever. Even with the whole rocket nonsense, the whole trying to time prediction rockets, if it happens, awesome, but it just gets so much value in so many different situations. If you ain't going against Magic Archers, Sparkies, insert other range unit here, probably Musketeer as well. It deals a lot of damage. They're all dead. One elixir.
Now that is just a very surface level introduction to the new champion, the Monk. There's probably so many more interactions and different things you can actually pull off with that card that I haven't realized yet, but we'll probably realize it very, very soon once millions of players get their hand on this card and start testing out the infinite number of different possible combinations and different ways to utilize the knockback and the actual ability. One thing I will say after playing the Monk for a fair amount of battles, the timing of the ability has to be so precise to deflect a spell. You almost have to use the ability before your opponent even uses the spell. So against things like rockets and fireball and stuff like that, it is next to impossible to reflect it if the spell is already visible in the air, because there is a bit of a delay from activating the ability before the ability actually goes off. That's it for me today. Make sure you stay tuned for some more update information. Thanks for watching. We shall see you all in the next one.